you've heard the alarmist rhetoric. The claim that visas are handed out too easily with little vetting or consequence. It's a dramatic, punchy claim that stirs up frustration and fear. It paints a picture of a system where U.S. visas, whether for work, study, or permanent residence, are dispensed casually, like flyers on a street corner, leading to a sort of uncontrolled entry. But here at the firm, we see the reality behind the curtain every single day. And today, we're going to set the record straight with the actual facts. In this deep dive, we're investigating the machinery of the American immigration system to answer the questions that are likely on your mind. Is the process truly as wide open as some claim? What are the actual hurdles an applicant faces before they ever step foot on U.S. soil? Why are some families waiting decades just for a chance at a green card? And finally, what do the newest 2025 policy shifts actually tell us about the future of moving to the States? Let's pull back the veil on the easy visa myth.
Just a quick reminder, if you appreciate this in-depth content, please take a moment to like and subscribe. It helps us bring you more. Now on with the video.
So, where does this myth come from? In certain media circles and political commentary, simplified phrases about open borders or loopholes are repeated without context. This fuels a perception that the U.S. grants visas with minimal scrutiny. But if you talk to anyone actually in the trenches of an application, the word easy is the last thing they'd use. In reality, U.S. visa processes are complex, highly regulated, and often incredibly lengthy. We are talking about a system that requires detailed documentation, stringent eligibility criteria, and extensive background checks before a single approval is granted. Most non-immigrant visas undergo intense in-person interviews, consular scrutiny, and security vetting by multiple federal agencies. It's not a revolving door, it's a high-stakes obstacle course.
Before we go further, we're curious. Have you or someone you know ever felt overwhelmed by the sheer amount of paperwork required for a U.S. filing? Let us know in the comments. We want to hear about your experience with the bureaucracy.
Let's look at the data, because the numbers don't lie. Far from being handed out on a whim, visas like the H-1B for temporary workers are subject to strict annual numerical limits, currently capped at just 85,000 new visas per year. When demand exceeds that supply, which it almost always does, the government uses a lottery system. You read that right, a lottery for highly skilled talent. Even then, employers must provide strict attestations regarding wages and job duties. The result isn't ease, it's a bottleneck. Then there are the family-based visas. These are capped by category and country of origin, leading to queues that feel more like lifetimes than wait lists. According to analysis by the American Immigration Council, adult children and siblings of U.S. citizens can face waiting periods that exceed 20 years. Imagine waiting 2 decades to reunite with your family. Does that sound like a system that is handing out visas too easily? The hidden truth is that the system actually imposes significant burdens on both applicants and employers. It demands total compliance with a mountain of legal requirements. We often see that even for highly skilled applicants, meeting the requirements doesn't guarantee issuance. You can have the talent, the job offer, and the clean record, and still face denials or administrative processing. It's a competitive system where demand vastly outnumbers supply. Worldwide, millions seek these spots, but only a fraction get through the comprehensive checks and financial evidence requirements. It's important to realize that the ease people talk about overlooks the actual hurdles built into the very DNA of our legal framework. This debate is more relevant than ever because of recent policy changes in 2025. Far from a loosening of the rules, we are seeing a tightening of visa issuance norms. For instance, major reforms to the H-1B program now include significant application fees, including a $100,000 annual fee on certain new filings. Critics argue this will deter applicants and reduce the demand for foreign skilled labor. Simultaneously, some political leaders have highlighted initiatives like gold card residency programs requiring contributions of up to $1 million. This creates privileged, high-cost paths for a select few, which is the exact opposite of a broad, easy giveaway. These changes highlight a clear trend. Any simplification is targeted and extremely limited. The system is becoming more expensive and more selective, not less. So, after looking at the backlogs, the skyrocketing fees, the 20-year wait times, and the rigorous security vetting, does the myth that visas are handed out too easily hold up? The verdict? That is completely false and misleading. The reality of legal immigration is a journey of persistence, resources, and thorough preparation. To close, we want to share a perspective from our founder, attorney Chris M. Ingram. We see firsthand how detailed documentation, eligibility tests, background checks, and bureaucratic timelines shape every case. Reforming the system for efficiency doesn't mean diluting standards. It means respecting due process while helping qualified applicants contribute to our communities and economy. In this video series, attorney Chris M. Ingram and his team are debunking false narratives to raise awareness about the positive impact immigrants have always had on making America great. We'd love to read your thoughts in the comments below, so stay tuned for our next video where we take on another immigration myth.